Peace, peace. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to He Got Credit. I'm your host, Brother Najee, and today we're going to be talking about auto leasing versus auto financing, the pros and cons to both of them, how it can benefit you, and which one works for you, which one works best for you, right? Okay, so let's dive into it. When it comes down to auto financing, for those who have car notes and who have bought new vehicles or even used vehicles, you know that you got to get approved to get the vehicle, right? You get approved for the vehicle, you may have the vehicle on terms for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, just depends on the contract, right? Well, you make the monthly payment, you finish out the contract, and then the car is yours, right? You keep the car, you can sell it, you can do whatever you want with it, trade it in, put it on Toro, make money from it, do Uber, do Lyft. You can do whatever you want with the vehicle, right? It's yours. You paid it off, right? Then what? Right? Then what? You own the car outright, right? That's the pro of it, of the financing portion of when you finance a vehicle. There's not that many pros to it, and this all comes down to what type of individual you are. As far as, do you like keeping cars for 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, or do you like switching them out every 3 years, every 4 years? You know what I'm saying? So you got to ask yourself: is auto financing best for me, or is auto leasing best for me? Right? So now that you know about auto financing, as far as you keeping the vehicle, you owning it outright, paying it off, and just paying insurance and maintaining it, let's dive into auto leasing, right? Auto leasing. Now, based on my experience, whenever I went to car dealerships and I told them that I wanted to lease a vehicle, a lot of the salesmen are not familiar with the process of it because a lot of people are not really up on game about auto leasing. Everyone knows either you paying cash or you financing, right? Well, I'm here to tell you guys today and teach you guys today about auto leasing, right? So, the pros and the cons of auto leasing. Whenever you go to a dealership, right, and you say, well, I don't want to finance the vehicle, I would like to lease it, right? I would like to lease the vehicle. What they're going to do is they're going to say, okay, no problem. You pick a brand new car, whatever the case might be. Let's say you get a 2021, 2022 car, right? Now, let's say the vehicle costs $30,000, right? $30,000. When you lease, that vehicle gets cut in half. So it went from 30 to 15,000, right? So now you have to get financed for 15,000 for a brand new 2021, 2022 vehicle. And this goes for any vehicle across the board, whether it's a Lamborghini, whether it's a Mercedes, whether it's a Lexus, whatever. That vehicle gets cut in half for the price because you're not going to own it. You understand? Now, let's hold that there. When you lease, you have multiple options as to what you want to do with that vehicle when the contract is up for that lease. Right? So let's say you get a lease. Let's say it's 3 years. The car is 30,000, so you owe you get financed for 15,000. Right? Now during the contract and the terms and conditions, they're going to ask you how much mileage are you planning on using, or even in some cases, some dealerships just give you a set mileage amount depending on the vehicle. Right? So you can negotiate the mileage and stuff like that. But keep in mind, if you go over that mileage after the contract is up, they're going to charge you per mile, okay? Depending on the vehicle and the agreement. I don't know how much it is, but they can charge you 70 cents a mile. It just depends. 50 cents a mile, just all depends, right? So you have options when you lease. You don't have that many options when you finance. So whenever you lease, you have to negotiate the mileage. You get the vehicle for half the price. At the end of the contract, you can decide to finance, keep the car, or which means when I say keep, you have to finance it for the value of what the vehicle is at that date and time. So if you bought something in 2021 and the contract is for 3 years, now 3 years later it's 2024. the value of that vehicle is then what they will finance you for, as far as how much it's worth. Okay, it won't be the same price as when you first bought it. It'll be a less, most likely. So, whenever you lease it, you can negotiate the mileage. You have a contract as to how long you want to keep the lease for. And then also, the upside of it, the dealership is going to help you take care of the maintenance. Okay, they're going to help you assist with the maintenance. They're going to take care of the vehicle for you. Um, and like I said, it all depends on the dealership. So they're not going to charge you for oil changes and tune-ups and stuff like that, because they're under the impression they don't know if you're going to give them back the car after the lease and say, I want to get something new, or if you're going to just buy it from them and get finance from them. They don't know. So what they're going to do is they're going to assist you and help you with keeping up the maintenance, the oil changes, the tire rotations, all those things that you would have to pay for and put out of pocket for a vehicle that you bought. That's the other pro to it. The other thing is that it's a lease, so it doesn't matter if you can make modifications to the vehicle. You can tint the windows if you wanted to. You can put rims on it, whatever the case might be. You can do those things. Granted, you have to keep the factory wheels that come with it. You have to keep the factory wheels that come with that car, because they're gonna want that car to be the same way as when they gave it to you. Keep it intact. Keep it in good condition. Make sure that you're not going over it on the mileage, and also you want to make sure that you're making the payments on time, because this is what builds a great relationship. It builds a great relationship with you and that dealership, because they're looking at it as, well, this person took care of the vehicle, they kept it clean, they didn't have any damages or wrecks when they returned it, they made the payments on time, and we can trust them, because we gave them something that was ours to borrow for a short period of time, and they gave it back to us in great condition. This is what's going to open up the doors for you to be able to go out and get another vehicle. It doesn't have to be that from that same dealership, but it can be from someone else, But this dealership will look out for you, and they will help you, and they will open arms for you, just because off the strength of you having that relationship with them. Now, with that being said, let's say the lease is $15,000. If you have $15,000 cash, you can pay that $15,000, and you can have the car for 3 years and not have to worry about a car note. Just worry about the car insurance and the tags. That's it. So you can save a lot of money with getting a brand new vehicle. I've done it before. I have a brother that's done it before. I know people that have done it, with leasing, and there's nothing wrong with leasing. No one's going to know if you own it outright, or if you're leasing it, or you're financing it. No one knows. Nobody cares, okay? The point is, you got a new vehicle, you driving in it, it's comfortable, it's what you like, it's what you got, it's what your credit score afforded you, and that's all that matters, all right? So, in order for you to get a lease, they're looking at credit score 650 and up, okay? So your credit has to be good in order for you to lease a vehicle, because they're putting a lot of trust in you to bring back their vehicle in good shape, all right? Make no mistake about it. They're looking at a score 650 and above, 650, 700, 750, in order for you to get approved for a vehicle that they're putting in your hands for you to trust, for them to trust you with. Okay, so I don't want you guys to get it confused as to, oh well, it's not my car, and I'm never gonna own it, and that's not true. At the end of the lease, it's an option. You have a choice. You can say, you know what, this car was great. I kept it for 3 years. I did everything right. I didn't go over on the mileage. I wanna buy it now. I wanna buy it. So I'm gonna find out and see how much it's gonna cost me to finance it. That's it. Or you can say, well, at the end of the lease, I want to turn the vehicle in because I want to get something new. I want to get that 2024 joint. You know what I'm saying? This joint was gas. This other one is electric. I want to get the electric one, and I'm gonna lease it again. You could do that as well. Or you can also finance it outright, right? You could at the end of the lease, you can finance it, and then you can turn around and sell it. You can do that as well. So there's more options as when you lease as opposed to you financing and buying it outright. Yeah, of course you want to own it. You don't want no car note. You want to keep that nice car in the garage, and you just want to pay maintenance and insurance on it. That's cool. But I'm just making this video to give you information as far as leasing. You have more options as opposed to financing, and not only just that, you're going to save more money when you lease as opposed to financing. Because keep in mind, when you lease, you don't pay no interest. You're not paying any interest. But when you finance, you do pay interest. All right, keep that in mind. When you finance for a vehicle, you are going to pay interest. When you lease, you're not going to pay any interest, okay? Just keep that in mind. I'm not going to hold you guys. I just wanted to make this video and give y'all a breakdown on leasing versus financing. You guys know how to contact me on Instagram at HeGotJs23, Twitter, He Got Credit, Snapchat, He Got Credit, Facebook, Najee Shi Amaru Ali. If you guys need to purchase authorized user trade lines, you can contact me at 405-441-3276. Again, that's 405-441-3276. I'm out. Peace.